I'm back in my studio, and I know I haven't been doing videos for absolutely ages. I need to get back on the video train. So here I am, making a concerted effort to be back on the video train. But as you can see behind me, it's all a bit chaotic at the moment. I can't really get to my desk. The only reason I'm upstairs in my studio is because I very desperately need to do some business records. So that's what I'm going to do. But this video is going to be a little kind of collage of stuff. Don't know what it is yet, but join me to find out. See it as a nice little introduction for me back into making videos. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, my name's Emma. I'm an illustrator based in Sheffield in the UK. And these are my vlogs. So welcome. So time has passed since we last talked. On the one hand, it's good that the weather has improved enough that all of the plants that were in my studio are now outside. Well, kind of not out in the ground, but out hardening off. The other flip side of that is that it's so hot, and today and yesterday are the two hottest days of the year. Two hottest days of the year so far. And now I've got loads of things in the garden. I'm also in the middle of building a garden wall, so I'm waiting for the concrete footings to set that we put in the other day. My studio is a mess, and I've got this empty, half of an empty kind of plant greenhouse thing that is just in my studio. Eventually I do want to reclaim my studio and do some work, but at the moment, because it's so hot, the blinds are down and this door is usually closed because it heats the rest of the house up like an oven. So I thought, to make space in the garden, because also I'm going to do some potting out of some planting of new plants for months coming up, I'm gonna put the grow house back outside, all fully assembled before it gets too hot. And then my plants can go there. I can cover that with a netting. They can stay in the shade-ish. And things are being used rather than just hanging around. So let's do that. Hi, so today I am staffing one of the shops that sells my illustrations, and I have treated myself. Look at these little stickers. Aren't they just the cutest? I came on my bike today, so I'm going to put these on my bike. Long-term viewers of the channel will know that when I first got my bike, I wanted to make it as unstealable as possible, so I wanted to kind of like personalise it, and I've done that with stickers. So these little tiny stickers are going to go all over it. Let's put them on now. Okay, it's me. I'm back actually in my studio. The days have cooled down a little bit. Yes. And I haven't been filming for the last few days because I've been building a wall in my back garden. And that's not the kind of content that you want to see because I'm hot and sweaty and I swear a lot. But it's coming along and the studio is cool enough for me to work in, which is good because tonight I've got a live drawing Zoom. If you don't know what I'm talking about, every month over on Patreon, I've got a Patreon page by the way, every month over on Patreon for all members on all tiers of £1 and above, I run a live drawing Zoom where we practice drawing something. So I'll make a slideshow and we'll practice drawing it together live on Zoom. And this week we're drawing bugs. This month we're drawing bugs. Last month we drew raptors, so birds of prey. So here's a couple of my scribbly sketches. It's called the Scribbles Aloud Drawing Club. So we draw quickly against the clock, really quick timers, and we just get down what we can to practice. Some of them work out, some of them don't work out, and that's completely fine. There's no such thing as wrong when you are practicing. I would argue there's no such thing as wrong in art, but you know, if you're doing a finished piece, you might have a certain brief that you've got to meet. But when you're practicing, there's no such thing as wrong, and it's a really good way, these scribbly time sketches, it's a really good way of getting over yourself, getting over being too precious about your work and feeling, feeling that you have to do everything perfectly. So I created the Scribbles Aloud Drawing Club to help me and other people get over ourselves. I just need to log in to get my slideshow. This is available over on Patreon, like I was saying. If you would like to get involved, you are very welcome. You can join in on my Patreon whenever you like. You can sign up as a free member if you want to. You don't get access to the live drawing session when you join up as a free member, but you can upgrade your membership as and when you want to. So you can dip into a paid membership and then dip out of it whenever you like. The good thing about doing that is you have the flexibility, which is the best thing. But because I also upload the recording of the live sessions, whenever you jump into a paid tier, you get a backlog of all of the recordings, so you never miss anything. So if you can only afford it for this month, if this month sounds like your thing and you want to give it a go, then you can jump into this month. But then if other obligations come up and you don't want to pay £1 to join in a live drawing Zoom, that's fine, you don't have to. But if you ever want to jump back in, you'll get access to the stuff that you've missed. You'll just miss the live element, which a lot of people can't join in anyway because of different time zones. So that's always worth considering if you find that you want to do a bit more creative stuff, but you don't want to put a lot of pressure on yourself and you don't want to spend loads of money. We don't have any specialist equipment. You don't need anything particularly special. Draw on the back of a cornflakes packet if you want to. You use the materials that you've got and you draw how you draw. There's no house style. I'm not teaching you how to draw. I'm just giving you an environment where you can draw, and we'll do it all together so you're not the only one doing it. There's no wrong way to do it. So come and have a look over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Emma Woodthorpe. That's me. And like I say, you can follow me for free. There are other things on there as well as the drawing club. So if you follow me for free, the best benefit of following for free is you'll get notifications when any free things go up. And the thing that people like most about that is I share when I hear about competitions and opportunities in the arty field. So it might be events, it might be competitions, it might be mentorship schemes. You can access those for free without signing up as on a free membership, but if you sign up on a free membership you get the notification, which is always worth it. So I've got 15 minutes. This is my little slideshow. I have to get rid of that actually. Always last minute. There we go. So yeah, let me show you my little header. This is the little header that is my holding page for this month's session. And there's my Patreon details down below, patreon.com/Emma Woodthorpe. And there is a clickable link in the YouTube video description. Put you back down there. Today, if you're interested, I'm going to be drawing in stick and ink. It is definitely my favourite way to do these sessions. I find sometimes when I'm drawing in pens and pencils, I get very precious about little tiny marks, tiny lines. When you're drawing in ink, so I've got a little tub of ink, which did just spill everywhere. And the good thing about that is that it's waterproof. So I've got a little tub of ink and I've got all these sticks that mostly have been collected from the woods. I do have one paintbrush, but now it's all clatted up with ink. It's, it doesn't have a lot of precision to it. And there is this, which I bought, which I don't know if I like, but I use it like a stick. The good thing about the sticks is that it throws in some chaos to the mix. So these were drawn in stick and ink. And I really like that. And the thing about the bit of chaos that comes into it, the element of chaos means that you can't be too precious, so you can't get too in your head. You've just got to go with the flow. You'll make wobbly lines, wobbly uneven lines, and you just got to go with it. And that's kind of what these sessions are best for. They're for getting you out of your own head and into the flow of just creating, which is nice. I was talking to my sister about these earlier, these sessions, and I really like these sessions because, especially during the summer, I'm doing less and less studio time. I do a lot of work on my iPad and sitting downstairs on the sofa, which is nice. I like that, that's cool. But there's something really nice about getting your hands dirty and getting sticks and dipping them in stuff and like making a splodgy mess, it does something to my brain. It kind of like, it's like, it gets like a pipe cleaner in the middle of my brain and really scratches something inside there. So you may also like it, but there's no obligation. You don't have to. I'm not your mum. You don't need to. You don't need to do what I say. But I enjoy doing these sessions because if I didn't have this session, I probably wouldn't spend time sitting at my table doing the thing that scratches the itch in my brain, and I wouldn't think about it. I'd just get on with life and make dinner, do the laundry, do a bit of gardening, twiddle on my iPad, which is nice, you know. But having these sessions is a benefit for me as well, because it gets me sitting down at the studio and gives me 40 minutes just to do the thing. So the way it works, if you are interested, while I've got 10 minutes to spare, the way it works is if you sign up on a £1 tier and above, so any of my paid tiers, you'll get a notification with an invite when the notification goes live, when the invite notification post goes live, and you'll be invited to the live session. You can have your camera on if you want, but you can also have it off. You don't have to talk, so you can keep your mic off. I won't be asking you any introductory questions or anything. As soon as I join in, I'll get straight to it. So that's that. So if you're worried about, you know, having to chat to people or, you know, people seeing you, you don't have to have your camera on. But do know if your camera is on, you might be captured in the thumbnails. That sometimes they make thumbnails of the people who've attended in the corners, and if it does, you will be on the recording, which will be on my Patreon forever, or for as long as the tier exists. So that's that. So yeah, don't worry if you just want to rock up in your pyjamas with your hair in a messy bun. You can do that. No need know. You can be as anonymous as you like. Okay, I'm going to call this quits now. That's enough of the hard sell. I don't know what this video's been like. If you've made it to the end, give yourself a little pat on the back, because well done. Well done, just sitting through my waffle for however long this video's been. And if you have, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And I will try and get another video out by next week, but it depends on what the heat's doing. It depends on how much work at the allotment there is. But I will do my very, very best to get a video for next week. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. So until then, bye.